Welcome to a breakthrough moment in your journey. In this session, we'll explore proven techniques that empower leaders, achievers, and visionaries to overcome obstacles and create lasting success. This is about equipping you with the tools to perform at your highest level and lead with confidence. Let's unlock the power within you. When you deeply connect emotionally, it's like creating a bond that cannot be broken. This is not just about having surface-level interactions or fleeting moments of affection. It's about truly feeling the emotions of love, care, and desire in a way that goes beyond words. When you mentally visualize yourself in a situation where you're together, imagine the warmth, the affection, and the joy you feel. It's as if those emotions are already present, and the stronger you make those feelings, the more powerful the impact. The energy you project through these feelings will resonate with him on a deep level, even when you're apart. This emotional connection lingers in his heart, making him yearn for you without realizing why. True attraction doesn't come from just external gestures. It flows from within. If you've ever experienced moments where someone's energy was so magnetic that you couldn't ignore them, it's because they radiated a quiet confidence. When you believe in your worth, when you know deep down that you are deserving of love and respect, it becomes impossible for others not to recognize it. Confidence is a feeling, a knowing that radiates outward and speaks louder than any words. When you start to believe in your own power, it is felt by those around you, including him. He won't just be attracted to you physically, he'll also be drawn to the essence of who you are, and it will leave him thinking about you long after the interaction. Absence can be incredibly powerful when it comes to creating desire. It's not about playing games or creating emotional distance for the sake of manipulation. Instead, it's about honoring your own space and allowing him to feel the natural shift that happens when you're not constantly available. When you pull back, even just slightly, you create a longing in him that wasn't there before. The human mind craves what it doesn't have access to, and by occasionally stepping back, you allow him to realize what he's missing. This absence makes him appreciate your presence more and wonder why he didn't notice it sooner. It's a subtle but effective way to create a pull, a desire that he can't ignore. Mystery is an incredibly alluring trait. People are naturally drawn to what they don't fully understand. When you keep him intrigued, he'll constantly wonder about you and your thoughts, feelings, and desires. The key to creating this sense of mystery isn't about playing games or being manipulative. It's about allowing him to slowly peel back the layers of who you are, revealing just enough at a time to keep him interested. Share pieces of yourself, but don't reveal everything all at once. Keep him guessing, keep him wanting more. This emotional intrigue pulls him toward you in ways that words or actions can't. The power of visualization is incredibly potent when it comes to attracting the attention you desire. Imagine the kind of relationship you want. See him reaching out to you, desiring you, missing you. When you can vividly picture this in your mind, it sends a powerful message to the universe and to him. You begin to create an energetic space that aligns with what you want. When you see him thinking about you, it doesn't just stay as a fantasy, it becomes a reality. You are not simply wishing for his attention, you are actively creating the circumstances for him to miss you. Visualize the connection you want and hold that vision with unwavering belief. This becomes the energetic foundation that draws him closer, making him long for you when he's not around. There's an undeniable pull when someone is not desperate for attention. Desperation is a feeling that turns people away because it's rooted in insecurity. When you stop trying so hard to get his attention, it creates a shift in the dynamic. You stop placing your self-worth in his hands and instead begin to focus on your own happiness, desires, and needs. Believe me, this shift in energy is incredibly powerful because when you no longer need him to validate your worth, he will begin to wonder why he's not the one reaching out. The absence of neediness is magnetic because it speaks to the deeper truth that you are enough just as you are. When you trust in yourself and your own power, it allows him to realize just how valuable you are, and he will start to miss the connection that you shared. The key to creating lasting attraction is not by trying to control or manipulate a situation, but by trusting in your own power to draw the right energy toward you. By nurturing your emotional connection, believing in your worth, pulling back with intention, and allowing him to discover you bit by bit, you begin to create a magnetic pull. This isn't about using tricks or playing games. It's about tapping into the natural power that already exists within you. When you align your emotions, your thoughts, and your beliefs with the love and connection you desire, you send out a signal that is impossible to ignore. He will start to miss you, and the connection will grow stronger each day as the magnetic pull between you becomes undeniable. When you cultivate a deep sense of self-belief, it becomes a beacon that draws others to you. The most captivating people are often those who are comfortable in their own skin, who radiate confidence without needing validation from anyone else. It's not about arrogance or thinking you're better than others. It's about knowing without a doubt that you are worthy of love, respect, and all the wonderful things life has to offer. This kind of self-assurance doesn't come from external sources, but from within. It comes from fully accepting yourself with all your strengths and imperfections, and recognizing the power you hold within. Self-belief is magnetic. When you genuinely understand your worth, it affects how you carry yourself, how you interact with others, and how you respond to challenges. You walk into a room and the energy you project is felt by everyone around you. People can sense when you are confident, when you are grounded in who you are. This energy isn't something you need to force. It's simply an extension of your inner conviction. When you believe in yourself, others are naturally drawn to that energy. It's like a light that attracts others without you even having to say a word. What happens when you start to believe in your own worth is that you stop looking for external validation to fill the gaps within. You stop seeking approval from others, and instead you start validating yourself. This doesn't mean you don't value feedback or appreciate compliments. It simply means that your sense of self is not dependent on the opinions of others. When you rely on external validation, you give away your power. But when you believe in your own value, you take back control, and you start attracting people who see and respect you for who you truly are. When a person truly believes in themselves, they no longer chase after affection or approval. Instead, they draw people in without effort. Confidence in yourself sends a message to others that you are someone worthy of attention, admiration, and love. People are instinctively drawn to those who believe in themselves because it creates a sense of security. There's something inherently safe about being around someone who doesn't question their own value. This sense of self-assurance creates an environment where others feel comfortable, respected, and appreciated. It's an energy that invites connection and fosters genuine relationships. Believing in yourself also means you take responsibility for your own happiness. It means recognizing that your joy doesn't come from someone else's approval or from external circumstances. You are in charge of your own emotional state. When you stop waiting for others to make you happy, you free yourself from the constant pressure to please. This inner peace and contentment, others will begin to notice the calm and confidence you exude, and they will be drawn to your presence, wanting to be around you. The shift in energy that comes from self-belief is undeniable. When you believe in yourself, you stop doubting your worth and stop fearing rejection. You begin to understand that not everyone will be a perfect match for you, and that's okay. You know that the right people will be attracted to you for who you truly are, and those who don't appreciate you aren't worth your time. This sense of clarity and confidence is incredibly empowering. It's a feeling of being complete and whole in yourself, without needing to seek validation or approval from outside sources. Self-belief also plays a crucial role in how you handle challenges and setbacks. Instead of seeing obstacles as signs of failure, you start viewing them as opportunities for growth. When you believe in your ability to overcome difficulties, you become resilient. This resilience is another trait that others find captivating. They are drawn to your strength and your ability to keep moving forward, no matter what. It shows that you are someone who can be relied upon, someone who is not easily shaken by life's ups and downs. This makes you incredibly magnetic because people are naturally attracted to stability, strength, and unwavering confidence. When you exude self-belief, you also stop feeling the need to seek constant approval or attention. You are no longer consumed with wondering if someone likes you, if they think you're attractive, or if you're good enough. Instead, you focus on what makes you happy, what brings you peace, and what aligns with your own values. This shift in focus from seeking validation to living authentically makes you even more appealing. But the people around you can sense this shift, and it creates a magnetic energy that draws them toward you. They begin to see you not only as confident, but also as someone who is at peace with themselves, and that is incredibly attractive. When you truly believe in your own value, you stop accepting less than you deserve. You set boundaries that honor your worth and refuse to settle for anything that doesn't align with your standards. This is another powerful aspect of self-belief. By respecting yourself and demanding the same from others, you create an environment of mutual respect and love. People who see you standing firm in your beliefs and values will admire you and respect you more. They will begin to value you not only for your external qualities, but also for the inner strength and confidence you exude. Believing in yourself is the key to attracting the kind of love, respect, and relationships you desire. When you recognize your own worth, you no longer have to chase after anyone's attention or approval. You naturally attract the right people into your life. This inner confidence, this unwavering belief in your own value, is what draws people in and leaves a lasting impression on their hearts. It's the foundation for creating meaningful, lasting connections, and it's what will have him thinking of you long after you've parted ways. There is something truly magnetic about absence, something that tugs at the heartstrings in a way words or gestures cannot. When you allow space between you and someone you care about, it creates an emotional longing that can become almost unbearable. Absence is a subtle yet powerful tool that taps into the human need for connection and the desire for closeness. It works not by forcing distance, but by creating a natural space that allows the other person to feel your presence even more intensely when you're not around. When you're constantly available, there's little opportunity for someone to truly appreciate your presence. They come to expect it, take it for granted, and the significance of your company fades into the background. But when you step back, even momentarily, you create a void, a longing, a need for your energy. People often don't realize how important someone is to them until they experience the absence of that person. End quote. By simply creating a little distance, you allow the other person to feel your absence, and in doing so, you make your presence more precious. The magic of absence lies in the emotional impact it has on someone. When you're not constantly there, he begins to think about you more. The mind naturally gravitates toward what it can't have or what it's missing. The more you withdraw, the more you ignite his curiosity, his longing, and his desire to fill the empty space with thoughts of you. This emotional pull isn't about playing games or creating emotional manipulation. Rather, it's about honoring your own space and allowing the natural ebb and flow of a relationship to occur. Absence works by triggering a psychological effect known as the scarcity principle. When something is scarce or hard to obtain, it automatically becomes more valuable in our eyes. This is the same reason why people desire things they can't easily have. There's a sense of urgency, a desire to possess what seems just out of reach. When you give him the gift of your absence, you create this sense of scarcity, making him realize just how much he craves your presence. Suddenly, the small moments you share together become more significant, more meaningful, and more memorable. Distance doesn't always have to be physical, it can also be emotional. When you stop over-communicating, stop being overly available, and allow him space to miss you, you create an emotional void that can only be filled by your connection. Emotional absence creates a sense of mystery as he begins to wonder about your thoughts, your feelings, and your intentions. You stop making it easy for him to access you, and this shift makes him feel a need to chase after you, to fill the emotional gap that your absence has created. This emotional gap becomes an invitation for him to step forward and re-establish the connection in a way that feels more powerful and more meaningful. The key to making absence work in your favor is finding the right balance. It's not about disappearing for long stretches of time or making someone feel neglected. It's about creating a natural flow of connection and distance that builds anticipation. When you allow space for the relationship to breathe, you give both parties the chance to reflect on the bond you share and what it truly means. Absence allows for this reflection, for the moments of contemplation that can strengthen the emotional connection. It's during these moments of space that he'll begin to realize the depth of his feelings for you and start to crave your presence more deeply. Absence also works by making him focus on the emotional connection you share rather than becoming distracted by constant interaction. When you pull back, you remove the noise, the distractions, and the background chatter that often cloud true emotional connections. By stepping back, you force him to pause and focus on what truly matters, the feelings and the bond you've built. This pause creates clarity, allowing him to see the connection more clearly and in turn heightening his desire to be with you. The more you create this emotional and physical distance, the more powerful the longing becomes. Another profound aspect of absence is the psychological effect it has on someone's perception of you. When you step back, you shift from being someone who is always accessible to someone who is valued and cherished. People naturally value what they don't always have, and when you give him space, you force him to see the importance of what you bring to his life. You stop being an option and start becoming a necessity. Your absence magnifies the emotional connection, and when you finally return, your presence feels all the more significant. Absence also provides you with the opportunity to focus on yourself. When you step back from a situation, you can refocus your energy on your own needs, desires, and goals. This shift in focus not only strengthens your own sense of self, but also makes you more attractive in the process. People are drawn to those who have their own lives, their own passions, and their own sense of direction. When you give him the chance to miss you, you also give yourself the chance to grow, to become even more desirable and fascinating. There is something undeniably captivating about mystery and intrigue. These elements tap into the deepest corners of the human psyche, sparking curiosity and an unspoken desire to know more. When you introduce an aura of mystery into your interactions, you create an irresistible pull, a magnetic energy that draws others in without them even realizing it. The allure of mystery is not just about being elusive or secretive. It's about creating a sense of wonder and fascination that keeps people on their toes, always wanting to discover more about you. The beauty of mystery lies in the space it creates between you and the other person. When you reveal too much too soon, you take away the element of discovery. People need time to uncover the layers of your personality, to peel back the curtain and see the depths of who you are. By holding back, you give them something to chase, something to be curious about. This sparks their imagination, and the more they try to understand you, the more they become intrigued by what lies beneath the surface. It's the kind of attraction that isn't forced. It's organic, effortless, and magnetic. When you're mysterious, you don't reveal everything all at once. You offer glimpses into your life, your thoughts, and your emotions, but never the full picture. You allow others to fill in the blanks, to wonder about your past, your dreams, and what makes you tick. This sense of mystery creates a connection that feels deeper and more meaningful. The more someone has to work to understand you, the more they'll want to know. People are naturally drawn to what they can't have right away, and when they see you as an enigma, they feel compelled to unravel the mystery piece by piece. This intrigue doesn't come from playing games or acting in a manipulative way. It comes from being genuinely multifaceted and complex. When you allow people to see different sides of you, they begin to realize there's much more to you than meets the eye. You don't need to be a completely open book. Instead, you can choose what you reveal and when. This creates a sense of anticipation where every interaction becomes a new chapter in the story of who you are. It's a dance of connection, where both you and the other person are constantly discovering new things about one another. Mystery also taps into the idea of scarcity. When something is rare or hard to obtain, it automatically becomes more valuable. People tend to place a higher value on what they can't easily access. When you withhold certain aspects of yourself, you create an emotional gap that others want to fill. The more you make them wonder about your thoughts, feelings, and intentions, the more precious your presence becomes. It's this sense of scarcity that makes your attention so valuable, your time so precious. People begin to crave your presence not because you're playing hard to get, but because you've made yourself someone worth pursuing. There's also a level of excitement that comes with mystery. The unknown is inherently intriguing. When you keep someone guessing, it adds a layer of excitement to your interactions. Every moment becomes a potential discovery, and this sense of anticipation keeps things fresh and dynamic. This excitement fosters a deeper emotional connection, as the other person becomes emotionally invested in understanding you. Desperate, the thrill of uncovering the unknown is what keeps them coming back, wanting more. Every conversation, every glance, every smile holds the potential to reveal something new, something that will bring them closer to unraveling the mystery of who you are. The key to creating mystery is balance. It's about sharing enough to engage others, but not so much that you give everything away. People are drawn to those who seem confident in their own mystery, who understand the power of leaving a little to the imagination. This balance is what creates intrigue, the perfect blend of revealing and concealing, of showing and hiding. You don't have to make everything a mystery, but by allowing others to wonder, you create an emotional tension that draws them in. Mystery also creates a sense of independence. When you keep some aspects of your life private, you show that you are not entirely dependent on others to define you. You have your own space, your own thoughts, and your own world. This sense of self-sufficiency makes you even more attractive, as it shows that you are complete on your own. You are not someone who needs constant validation or attention. Instead, you are someone who is confident and comfortable in your own skin, which only adds to the allure. Furthermore, the aura of mystery invites emotional connection on a deeper level. When you make someone work for your trust, when you allow them to earn your vulnerability, they feel a deeper sense of accomplishment and appreciation when they get closer to you. The process of uncovering layers, of building trust and intimacy over time, creates a bond that is more meaningful than any instant connection. People are more likely to value and cherish something they had to work for, and mystery plays a crucial role in building that value. Mystery is also about the unknown future. When you leave things open-ended, you give the other person a reason to stay engaged, to remain invested. They wonder about the possibilities, about where things might go, and what could unfold in the future. The uncertainty of the future creates a sense of excitement and possibility, which keeps the emotional connection alive. It's not about playing games, it's about creating a dynamic and evolving connection that keeps both people interested and excited about what's to come. By embodying mystery, you don't just leave him wanting more, you make him crave your presence in a way that feels almost unavoidable. It's not about being distant or cold, it's about allowing him the space to wonder, to imagine, and to desire. When you embrace your own mystery, you draw people in and make them feel a sense of emotional connection that they can't get from anyone else. This sense of intrigue is what keeps the bond fresh, exciting, and unforgettable. When it comes to creating meaningful connections, the power of visualization cannot be underestimated. The idea of seeing and feeling your ideal relationship in your mind is a potent force that can bring your desires to life. This isn't just about imagining a perfect scenario, but rather about deeply connecting with the emotions and sensations that come with being in the kind of relationship you want. Visualization taps into the subconscious mind, allowing you to align your thoughts, energy, and actions with the type of love and connection you are longing for. The first step in this process is to be clear about what you truly want in a relationship. The more specific you can be about your desires, the more powerful your visualization will be. It's not just about wishing for a good relationship, but imagining the exact feelings, experiences, and qualities that you want to manifest. Visualizing the emotional connection, the way you want to be treated, the type of conversations you want to have, and the way you want to feel loved is key to creating the perfect match. These details are the foundation of bringing your ideal relationship into existence. as it allows you to form a picture in your mind that is as real and vivid as possible. When you visualize your ideal relationship, you're not just seeing the external aspects, but you're also tuning into the emotions that come with it. Think about how it would feel to be in that relationship. What emotions are you experiencing? How does your heart feel when you think about the love, the trust, and the connection? Feel those emotions deeply, as if they are already happening in the present. The more you immerse yourself in these emotions, the more your energy aligns with your desires. This emotional connection is vital because it's through our feelings that we create the reality we want. When you truly feel the love, happiness, and fulfillment that your ideal relationship would bring, you're opening the door for that experience to manifest. Visualization isn't just a mental exercise, it's a way to transform your energy. The way you think and feel about relationships directly influences the way you show up in them. By visualizing your ideal relationship, you begin to act in a way that is aligned with your desires. You start to carry yourself with more confidence and self-assurance because you've already experienced the kind of love you want in your mind. This shift in energy makes you more attractive to the kind of partner who will match your vibration. The energy you project will naturally attract those who are in harmony with what you seek, because like attracts like. One of the most powerful aspects of visualization is its ability to help you overcome negative patterns or limiting beliefs that might be blocking you from attracting the relationship you desire. Often, past experiences or fears can create mental barriers that prevent you from fully believing that the love you want is possible. Visualization helps you reprogram your mind by replacing these limiting beliefs with new, empowering thoughts and images. By vividly imagining the ideal relationship, you're retraining your mind to believe that it is not only possible, but that you are worthy of it. This shift in mindset creates a powerful foundation for bringing your ideal relationship into your life. Another key aspect of visualization is the way it helps you align your actions with your desires. When you can clearly see your ideal relationship in your mind, you begin to make choices and take actions that are in line with that vision. You may find yourself making healthier decisions, setting clearer boundaries, or cultivating a stronger sense of self-love and respect. As you continue to visualize, you'll naturally begin to attract the circumstances, people, and opportunities that align with your desires. Your energy will be in sync with the love and connection you seek, and you'll find that the right person will come into your life at the perfect time. Visualization also allows you to experience your ideal relationship emotionally and mentally before it happens. This is incredibly powerful because it helps you build a sense of belief and certainty about the love you deserve. By imagining yourself in the relationship you desire, you begin to experience the joy and satisfaction that comes with it. These positive emotions strengthen your belief that this relationship is not only possible, but also within your reach. The more you visualize, the more real this relationship becomes in your mind, and as a result, your energy shifts to align with it. This creates an energetic resonance that makes it easier for the universe, or whatever higher force you believe in, to bring this relationship to fruition. Visualization also fosters a deeper connection with yourself. As you think about the qualities you want in a partner, you are also defining what you want in your own life. The process of visualization allows you to clarify your values, your needs, and your desires. You begin to ask yourself questions about what you truly want from a relationship and how you can embody. By doing this, you create a sense of internal harmony and alignment, which is essential in attracting the right partner. When you are clear about who you are and what you want, you make it easier for others to meet you where you are. Desperation can often cloud judgment and hinder the flow of love and connection. When you're desperate for someone's attention or approval, you unknowingly place yourself in a position where your value is tied to their response. This creates an imbalance in the relationship and often leads to frustration and disappointment. To truly attract and build a healthy, fulfilling relationship, it's essential to release desperation and embrace a sense of inner peace and self-worth. When you can let go of desperation, you open the door to real, lasting connection based on mutual respect and admiration. The first step in releasing desperation is to reconnect with yourself and your own sense of value. Desperation often arises from a lack of self-esteem or self-worth. When you feel like you need external validation to feel good about yourself, you may find yourself constantly seeking approval from others, including the person you're interested in. This neediness can be sensed by others and may push them away, as it creates pressure and emotional imbalance. By working on your self-love and recognizing your own unique worth, you shift your focus inward rather than relying on someone else's validation to feel good. When you're desperate, you may feel as though your happiness and sense of fulfillment depend entirely on someone else's actions. This mindset is not only unhealthy but also unsustainable. It places all the power in the hands of someone else, leaving you vulnerable to disappointment and emotional instability. Releasing desperation means recognizing that your happiness and fulfillment come from within. You are worthy of love and joy simply because you exist, and no one else's actions can determine your sense of self-worth. By releasing the idea that someone else can complete you, you reclaim your personal power and take full responsibility for your own emotional well-being. A significant part of releasing desperation is learning to embrace the concept of detachment. Detachment doesn't mean becoming emotionally distant or cold. Rather, it's about freeing yourself from the need to control or manipulate the outcome of a situation. When you're desperate, you may try to force things to happen, whether it's trying to make someone like you, commit to you, or behave in a certain way. This need for control can create unnecessary tension and prevent a genuine connection from forming. Detachment allows you to enjoy the present moment without obsessing over what the future holds or how things should unfold. It allows you to relax, be yourself, and let things flow naturally, without trying to force or rush anything. Releasing desperation also involves cultivating patience. Relationships, like any meaningful connection, take time to develop. Desperation often stems from impatience and the fear that time is running out. The more you try to hurry things along, the more you risk sabotaging your chances for a healthy and lasting relationship. Instead, practice patience and trust in the natural unfolding of things. Trust that the right person will come along at the right time and that everything will align when the time is right. When you can let go of the pressure and allow things to develop naturally, you create space for true connection to blossom. Another key to releasing desperation is learning to trust the process and surrender control. Desperation often arises from a fear of uncertainty, especially when it comes to relationships. The unknown can be intimidating, and the desire to know what will happen next can lead to anxious, desperate behavior. Surrendering control means accepting that not everything can be predicted or planned, and that's okay. Life and relationships are often unpredictable, and that uncertainty is part of the beauty of the journey. When you let go of the need to control every outcome, you create room for spontaneity, fun, and excitement to flow into your connections. This shift in perspective allows you to enjoy the process without getting bogged down by fear and anxiety. It's also essential to understand that no one is perfect, and that includes you. Desperation often stems from the desire to attain perfection, either in yourself or in someone else. When you're constantly striving for perfection, you may find yourself feeling like you're not good enough, or that you need to change in order to be lovable. Releasing this desperation means accepting yourself, flaws, mistakes, and all, as worthy of love and respect. It means understanding that imperfection is a natural part of life and relationships, and that real connections are built on authenticity, vulnerability, and mutual understanding. When you can embrace who you are, you stop seeking validation from others and start creating relationships that are based on genuine connection rather than the need to prove yourself. Another way to release desperation is to focus on creating a fulfilling life for yourself, independent of anyone else. When your happiness is solely dependent on someone else, it can create a sense of emotional dependency. This reliance can lead to desperation when things aren't going as expected, and it can also create a sense of insecurity. Instead, focus on building your own life. Pursue your passions, grow in your career, nurture your friendships, and take care of your well-being. When you're living a full, meaningful life, you're not waiting for someone else to complete you or fill an emotional void. You're already whole, and any relationship that comes into your life will only add to your happiness rather than define it. Releasing desperation is also about learning to say no and set boundaries. Often, desperation can lead people to tolerate behaviors or situations that aren't serving them simply because they don't want to lose the connection. However, when you have healthy boundaries in place, you create an environment where respect and mutual understanding can thrive. By being clear about what you will and will not accept in a relationship, you ensure that you're attracting someone who values and respects you as much as you value and respect yourself. Boundaries allow you to protect your emotional well-being while still being open to meaningful connections.